Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is TheRegalKnight and today we're going to play Would You Rather. And think of it the same way as would you click the button, except you would have to choose one or the other, which is practically the same thing. Kind of, except, you don't have two options. You just, to go upon like this one, see? Would you rather have every commercial be an annoying Geico ad for the rest of your life? Or have every commercial be a Verizon "Can you hear me now" ad for the rest of your life? And it seems that I already answered it as this. Okay, there we go. A newer one. Would you rather have extreme narcolepsy or have a bad case of Tourette's? Well, if I have narcolepsy, I get to sleep whenever the hell I want. Well, I guess it'd come upon me suddenly whenever. Or I could just have a bad time of saying everything I know, secretive, cursive, or anything in general, out loud at random times. So then you ask yourself, I have to ask myself, would I rather be sleeping or would I rather be telling everyone my secrets? I'd rather be sleeping. What? I guess it's not that huge of a difference. I mean, right? It's like give or take a few 30,000 people. Would you rather have the ability to teleport or be able to time travel? I like that. If you have the ability to teleport, you go around the world wherever the hell you want. Say, or you can even be lazy with it too. It's like, say you want to go to like the nearest Walmart, Target, Marshalls, or wherever, and just be like, okay, boom, I'm there. Or, be like, I want to visit my family in said region. Poof, you're there. Or, and it's just really convenient. You wouldn't have to pay for air travel, gas, anything. And it would save you a lot of money. And I don't see any, and because it just says the ability to teleport doesn't mean you have the limitations of just yourself. You could be holding on to, say, you could be holding hands with a friend or said loved one and teleport to said place. And, it's basically convenient, instant, probably. And, yeah, I mean, I see no downside to it. Or be able to time travel. I like the thought of time travel. But, at the same time, what kind of time travel is it? Is it the kind of time travel where if you go back in time, it's gonna age you backwards or age you forward if you go forward, But I really doubt it. Let's just say it goes back in time and you're still your modern age, you're still aging the way you're supposed to. And, it'd be cool. It'd be like, I want to talk to Da Vinci before said projects are done, but then you realize, I don't speak Italian, so you have to go get an Italian friend. Or make an Italian friend and go all the way to, and, travel back in time and hopefully land in the Renaissance. And basically it's a Peabody and thing, a Mr. Peabody show, practically. I remember watching that when I was a kid and then they brought it back now. That was nice. But basically that concept. But I would probably, teleportation, from point A to point B, saves a lot of money and everything. Plus, I'd rather leave the future and history alone. Okay, now, it'd be a 50-50 draw. Give or take the few 5,000 on this side. I want to say a lot of people pick time travel because of Doctor Who. And, I guess that's reasonable. Everyone wants to do something they've seen on shows. Like, pretty sick, pretty cool. But I'd rather teleport, because I'm not necessarily, conceived about time travel. Anyway, would you rather be a sports star or be a celebrated academic? If I'm a sports star, that means I am either good at, football, soccer, baseball, rugby, an Olympian of sorts, or something like that. But if I'm a celebrated academic, that means I could scientist, a doctor, or a mathematician, or a mathematic, a physicist, or something like that. I don't know. I guess I'd rather be an academic, mostly, you know, just probably be a theorist. Not theorist, what is it called? A physicist. Or something like that. Or a biologist. Everybody loves to be a biologist. Especially a web biologist. That seems to be a thing. It's a 50-50 draw. Wow. With the academic being the more awesome. Would you rather wear a woolen bodysuit in the Sahara or wear a bikini in the Antarctic? Huh. I could be sweating all day, every day, and probably die of heat stroke in the Sahara, or wear a bikini in the Antarctic and freeze to death from hypothermia. So I guess if I was gonna choose my way to die, I would die in the Antarctic. I want to see penguins. I don't understand, but you know, yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah. Would you rather start every sentence with a quote, if and quote, or start every sentence with a quote, but end quote? What? 36% only does jelly first? I like peanut butter, I won't lie. Would you rather be a contestant for Wheel of Fortune, which I had the chance to because where I live, a new casino opened up a few years back, and Wheel of Fortune went there, you know, to do this entire thing. Me and my friends were gonna sign up, but then it was the line. Yeah, no. Or be a contestant on Jeopardy. I'd rather be on Wheel of Fortune, mostly because I'm better at trying to spell words than I am at knowledge. Because Jeopardy is all about, you know, knowing stuff. Whether it be like, it has its own category. If you already know what Jeopardy is, you know, you already know. Same thing with Wheel of Fortune. You've seen the shows and watched what they do. I've seen them. I grew up watching them because my mom loves those shows. But if you don't know what it is, Wheel of Fortune is basically like a crossword game, except you only spell out one word, and it's easy as that. While it gives you hints and lucks and blah blah, and you can guess letters and such until you figure it out, or someone out of the three of you figure it out. Jeopardy is a test of fucking knowledge. Jeopardy I would rather not do because I am a fucking idiot when it comes to this. Because you have 6 columns, and those 6 columns have their own subject, whether it be the history of cars, mathematics, physicists, celebrities, and it could be anything. It could be anything. It could be the most weirdest thing too. Like, it could be a column of, say, Barbie dolls. When you're a boy, you do not grow up with Barbie dolls. Usually. Your sister does, but then, you know, you are never taught to play with Barbie dolls. You are only taught to destroy them. You're only taught to rip off their heads and cut off their dresses. Ah, God, I am horrible as a child. Would you rather spend the day in the Sahara Desert or spend the day in the North Pole? I mean, you know, the first comment, a day with Santa Claus, sign me up. But no, but I would probably be the North Pole. I would probably go to the North Pole over the Sahara Desert. I don't like hot. I like cold. I like cold a lot. And then everyone else that, you know, likes hot lives here in California, because California, I'm not gonna call it California like hot, but you know, it gets its warmer days. It's never snowing or raining here anymore. It's sad. Anyway, if you A lot of people want to see Santa. If you like this video, hit that like button. If you want more, subscribe. You know, I like these kind of games, you know, little laid back, just left, right click. I don't have to do much. Yeah, I'm lazy. It's fun. It's fun. And it's, you know, a good way to know me a bit more, a little less, more. No. And with that, I will see you all next time.